Jordan-Hare Stadium, one of the most intimidating and passionate environments in all of college football. More than 87,000 will be watching that eagle fly overhead and getting set to back their beloved Auburn Tigers. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Timeout, Iowa. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Looking for space. It's Moulton. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Right on the money. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Makes the grab. It's Gill. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. At the 40, there he goes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Wants to throw on third down. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets and the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try the run. Find some fresh air. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This tight end's a weapon because he can give you yak after the catch. You see him break that tackle? That was pretty impressive, showing off his athleticism.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Finds the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of this big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
To the air on first down. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Auburn.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. What a nice play, and even with the short return, they're in scoring position at the 18.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Out of the gun to give to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Makes the grab. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. And the Hawkeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback looks for a little space. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They'll try to sneak it. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
Powers forward. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa!
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And he makes the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond.
There he goes down the right side. It's a running room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They cap that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run from the shotgun. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
From the gun on third down. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Hawkeyes will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the ground, with the back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Well, it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown in their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand-new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Back to pass on second down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And the draw play, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting the big TFO.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Coleman. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. The hand to the running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. has to go up top. Under fire. That's caught. It's Singleton. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every...
Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Tiger. Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Rolling right and going deep. Makes a grab deep. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To keep it in the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Moulton. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Here's a heat. And the defense got him at the 27. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely center cut. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Touchdown, Hawkeye! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
How about the middle linebacker making a great play? Drops in his zone, eyes on the quarterback. He sees the quarterback throw the football, breaks on it perfectly, steps in front, and takes it all the way to the house.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's going to let it go. Underneath toaster coverage. Got it deep downfield. Grips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep. Don't give up those big plays. Make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Leaves it with the running back. Oh, toast! Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Tigers are flying down the field.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
And this one splits the uprights. That gives it a little breathing room, now up 24-20.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? The defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is humble.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They give it to him again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's loose down the middle. Past the 20. Take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands, guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
This quarterback is so lucky that ball wasn't picked off. Of course, he threw a pick on the last drive, and this one the defender dropped. This quarterback's got to get his act together.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Anderson. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. On 4th down, going to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Might as well stick with him. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's Instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Got it behind the line. It's Cobb. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got him, and nobody's close. There he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Looking for a gap. It's Moulton. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Tries to get it on the ground. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get...
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a cut. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
Hey, how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football. Good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football. Finishing the run, he gets knocked out of bounds. But how about this offense set up now on first and goal?
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Running back searching for a hole. Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I'll tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fair catch called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds a man on the left. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Anderson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Really nice job with the patience by the wide receiver there on that route. Working against man coverage in the perimeter of the field. He knows exactly where he needs to get and at what time he needs to be there so that when he turns around, the ball's there and they get the first.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Firing toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Iowa.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards of field position. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Turning it on! Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Hey, knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. On the move. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Grab near the marker. It's Singleton. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The give to the tailback. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. The inside handoff. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice